What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, we're creating a portrait illustration of Smurf Cat. Let's begin today's lesson by adding some guidelines to help with the symmetry of our drawing. We'll start by sketching a line coming down to the center of our page. So start from the very top. Just going to lightly work our way down the center, all the way down towards the bottom. Now in the middle, let's draw another line going across from left to right. Let's use these two lines to help us create a circle in the center of our page. So from that center mark, let's step up, mark off the top of our circle. Now I want to take that same distance down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Let's repeat that across this horizontal line, so measuring the distance from the center over towards the left and then the right. And now I want to connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So we're going to start with the top left. And now the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get the right size and placement in the center of our page. And we can always go back and just readjust and smooth this out. Now that we have our circle and guidelines, let's start blocking out the main facial features. Let's start by locating the center of each eye, halfway between the center of the circle and the outside, right here. It's going to come down with a straight line. Let's do the same thing on the right, finding the center point and coming straight down. Now from this point, we're going to sketch a circle, coming down towards the bottom and then back up. And we'll draw that same size circle over on the right. Let's draw a guide from the bottom of each eye, going all the way across. And we'll step down and draw another line going across, all the way from left to right. Now the nose is going to sit underneath this line. So on the left, come down and then in, and then up on the right. Now halfway between the eye and the edge of the nose, we're going to start right here and curve the muzzle, going around, come down, and then in. Now let's go back to the corner of the nose, draw a straight line going up. Now let's go back to the side of our circle. We're going to add a curve going up in the middle and then back down. And we'll draw the edge of the mushroom hat. From the left side of our circle, let's step out and bend this up, go across the middle, and then back down towards the right. Let's round up the ends, bend this down, and then in towards the side of the head. Now, along the top of our main circle, we'll draw a smaller circle for the top of the hat. We're going to go up towards the top and come back down. And again, this circle doesn't have to be perfect. Let's go to the outside of the hat. We're going to bend this up and then in. And I'll go up to the side of that top circle. It's going to bend the hat, coming down an angle, and then blend that out towards the side. Let's go back underneath the muzzle and add a curve for the chin, coming down and then back up. Now I'm going to go back and clean up our drawing by erasing these guidelines. Now we're going to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us refine the shape and add some more detail. Now I'm going to start with the eyes. Starting from the very top of our circle, it's going to bend this in and then down towards the side of the nose. Curl this up and then out. It's going to bring the lower eyelid just up above the bottom of our circle. Let's pull that out towards a point. Let's go around the outside of the eye. Let's add a fold around the top of the eyes and come down the side. Now we're going to add some shape to the nose. Start with the top edge, adding a curve. Come down towards the bottom. I'm just going to lightly trace out the nostrils along the side. I'm just going to pull the pupils towards the inside. And then on the top left of each eye, I'm going to add a small circle for a highlight. I want to add a little bit more shape to the outside of the head. We're just going to square out the jaw and just pull that in towards the side. Let's add a little bit of texture underneath the mushroom cap. And I'm just going to refine the shape of the hat. And I'm just going to add the side of the neck coming down towards the shoulder and off the bottom of our page. Now let's go back and just clean up our drawing before we add some shading and more details. Now in this next step, we're just going to darken up our contours and continue to refine the shape and detail. So I'm going to start back at the eyes along the top. And just work our way across the bottom. Just darken up the inside of the nostril and fade that down. I'm just going to layer some hairs along the side of the head, going up and in. I'm just going to add the texture of those fibers coming out from the bottom of the head. Just pulling these up toward the top. And once we finish tracing out our contours, we're going to go in and add some shading in various tones. So we're going to start by darkening up the inside of the pupils, going around the highlight. Now I'd like to just fade this out slightly along the bottom, just to add a little bit of glare. Darken up the bottom of the nose, and then fade that up. Now I'll use the flat edge of my 2mm pencil to add the shading. So we're going to start above the eyes, on the inside, also along the outside. Just going to lightly shade in the side of the nose, going up. And we'll just shade in the bottom of the muzzle, and then fade that up. Now the head's going to cast a shadow across the top of the neck, so darken that up and then fade that down. Now with the cheeks, I'm going to leave a little bit of a highlight along the outside edge. So I'm just going to trace the head along the inside, darken up the bottom, and then fade that up along the side. I'm going to do the same thing on the right. Just trace the inside of the head, darken up the bottom, fade that up. Now along the top of the head, we're going to cast a shadow coming down. And then from the side of the head, we're just going to add some shadow, just bending this out towards the side. Just underneath the bottom of the hat. I'm just fading that out. And from the outside, we'll fade that in. I'm just going to add some texture along the inside. Just adding these thick bands of shadow coming across. And then for the top of the hat, I'm just going to add a shadow line going across towards the right. And just following that curve, coming out and then back down. Now I'm just going to shade this in and then fade that out towards the right. And I also want to blend over towards the left side. So we're just going to soften up that shadow in the middle. A little bit of shadow over on the left, along the bottom corner, leaving a little strip of highlight along the bottom. I'm just going to fade this up. Now I'm going to go in and just add a little bit of texture along the inside of the hat. Okay, these little fibers going up and out. Also overlaying that on top of the shadows. Now as we get closer to the end, let's refine our textures and add some whiskers, and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Smurf Cat. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. We're offering a variety of incredible options to level up your art skills. Join our exclusive masterclass memberships for just $1 a month, or catch more free tutorials on our Excel sketch channel every week. Don't miss out on any of these amazing opportunities, so subscribe or join today.